Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. And I need you, and I miss you. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. And I need you, and I miss you. I need you, and I miss you. Dirty bomb bomb do be dee dee da da do 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 me dee ba ba and I miss you. Making my way downtown.
JP.
Oh.
Alright.
What the heck is it? Oh, get back here. Making my way downtown. Face passing.
Yeah, we'll tag you.
Oh crap, I'm dumb. Oh. Come on. Go. Hey.
Hello?
Hey! Ah! Oh, I'm losing track. Ah!
What?
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Here we are.
Ah!
Meeting face to face. Doctor Final breath. Let's do what we
Ah! Good game. Good game.
Savage and broken, not breaking inside. And I'm done with nobody not breaking your mind. Salvage heart, salvage life.
Oh.
Now this Samuel mingle.
Ah!
With my addictions all Alexa, turn up. Turn up volume. Hey, hey, hey.
Why am I losing track? Oh, I get it.
To end.
Ah! Ah!
Do you want to play mini games? Taking out the past, not your every step. It's a dangerous game when you go around waking up and die. Again, forgotten, I know here tonight. Science and Christmas all of the time. When I'm done and nobody lives here alive. Life. Salvage heart, salvage life. Now disassembled, mangled. The blueprints die. What? Visions all astray.
Ah!
No, I don't think you can. I don't think you can wall one. Because I don't know how to do wall one either. I don't know how to do wall one. I just got this headset today. How do you have cosmetics? Yeah, I bought it. Earlier I was on with my uncle.
Ah!
My mom is gone. I'm home alone. Guys, I'm home alone.
Cool.
Actually, I didn't ask. I'm actually home alone.
Ah!
Huh?
Spare me!
No, she's at the gym right now. She's at the gym right now while I'm home alone. I could just walk to my grandma's house right now, but I don't want to go to my grandma's house. No, because they don't have a TV just in case my VR dies.
111 Kevin Road.
They have that old type of TV where you can't watch YouTube.
Ah!
Hey, do you know what Panic at Freddy's is? I play on my Xbox.
So nice to meet you. We're the animatronic family.
Yeah, I'm listening to music right now. I'm listening to music right now.
Oh, hello.
So nice to meet you.
Ah!
YouTube videos.
And nice to see you.
YouTube? On YouTube? No, his name is not Monkey. He plays VR.
Of course it does.
Good game. Hey, good game.
Can only hide for so long, for so long. You know, if you're spending the night and you're fine, there's no one that lives inside. Spend the night. Huh?
Rainy.
Place inside. Spend the night. Right. Me. Oh! I just pinch climbed.
Dude, I'm trying to stream right now.
God, I'm so happy for you.
Dude, I've been trying to stream. Nobody's been joining though. You know, how do you have 600 subscribers and just I've been how am I gonna have 600 subscribers yet have no viewers?
Gotcha. What? You have a
I
fastest
just hit
roster?
something.
Your hand? Oh. Look what I can do.
Hey, I just need to unmute everybody,
Oh, I
please.
keep hitting stuff.
Oh crap.
And tomorrow night, and do it all again. And sing me way. And think
Oh.
away. When you can only hide for so long, for so long. Nothing spinning on the whip. There's no one that plays inside. Spinning on. I think Red is the best player in the world.
That's
No, not even close.
Hey, Red, please get back here. You mind?
No.
Please?
He was the best player in the world. He would either be.
Don't say J-Man Curly, because he's not even close to being good.
TTT Pig.
I know.
Oh my God, Red! Holy crap!
Oh my God.
Where is it?
Guys, I just had to plug up my headset.
You guys not see him? He's right there.
I don't see him. Where is he?
Over here.
Won't you order so?
Who is still not hacked?
Oh, this guy. Oh, I got him. Okay. Oh, good game.
I dude, I got messed up. Like right
Who's
there.
it?
Kind of itchy.
Back fist.
Okay, whatever.
Hey.
Wait, who's it?
Somebody down
Oh, I
there.
see. Back fist. Back fist. Do you branch? What do you do? Are
Huh?
you a brancher? Are you a brancher?
I mean, I can kind of branch.
Yeah. Hey. Dude, I have Legos on my ground.
Yeah, can't really do it that well.
Yeah, but you're not a
Hey, get me. Guys, get me.
Yeah, that red guy. That red guy. Oh, that red guy.
Why does Red have to get tagged? I'm a Red.
Stop tagging Red. Tag him last, please, or like tag me
I'm
last.
gonna be honest with you, the glazing is crazy though.
Yo, I keep hitting stuff.
Ah!
Oh, blue.
Ah!
Shut up. Around here.
So long.
Yo.
Oh
Hello.
no!
Dude, the thing is, I went out of my boundary when I did that.
Damn, that's crazy. He got out of his boundary too.
Oh, okay. Who's even it?
Tagged him.
Angel, see?
I see him. I see him. Run. Ah! Hi.
I'm in the tag line.
There we go. The best
Players don't have a round. They just restart.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you just got me because I'm playing in a very small play space and
Shut
I have
up.
a really heavy cord.
Excuses, excuses.
Just get a.
I'm using a computer cord.
I'm playing in a.
Oh, me too. Me too, buddy.
Nah! No, dude! A computer
Yo, guys,
cord
guess what?
takes
My Oculus is
it's
actually
the
not.
same
Oculus, therefore I
type of
suck.
charge
I bet
as
you I have a smaller space than you do.
Came back to haunt and they
Yeah, I also have a small play space.
Just clear out your room.
Smaller play space.
Just clear out your room or find like a different place to
No, I
play.
was about to make Siri rewrite my route.
My bed is right here.
Then find a different room to play in.
Pick it up.
Just find a
Tell
different
your
room to play.
dad what's
Dude.
2
Hi.
plus 2. Tell your dad what's 2 plus 2
Oh wait,
is
he
4.
doesn't have a dad.
Ah!
Okay, that's just rude.
Hey, I bet you don't know what
Actually,
11
it's 22.
I bet you don't know what 11 times 25 is.
I know 100 plus 100 is 200.
Yeah, I bet you don't know what 11 times
Crap.
25 is. Exactly.
11 times 25. Who knows that?
Music I'm listening to.
It's 2 6.
The power of 2. My mom
Wait, what?
I can't hear
Wait, what'd you say?
10 to the power of 2. 200 times 2 is stupid you guys are.
2 to the power of 2.
10 to the power of 2.
Oh, 100. 100.
Right now.
Good.
10 to the power
Two
of
is not 100, it's 1. I mean, it's 4, it's 4.
What? That's crazy.
I'm like right behind Blue. And
Oh wait, you're not it.
messed up.
Ah!
Idiot.
12.
He fell.
No, it's not.
What is 10 times
What is 2
It's
times
100. It's 100.
Actually, it's 8. 2 times 2 is 8.
Today I'm at school, but I'm in first grade and I don't know anything.
It's 4, it's not 8, it's 4.
My friend don't know what first grade.
Ah!
My friend that's in first grade doesn't even
2 to the power of 2 is 4.
Dude, sometimes I can barely wall run.
10 times.
Ah!
10 times 10 is
I just turned 8.
No, you did not. No way. Oh,
No one was asking.
Yes, I did.
no way.
I failed first grade last
2016,
I failed first grade last
Oh, GG.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I get into a lot of school fights and I mostly win them.
That's a lot.
Yo guys, what's
No girl lets that play that gets into school fight.
Run, buddy!
And I always get
What's
6
six
to the power of 2?
Guys,
What's 6 to the
I
power of 2?
always ask my
to
mom
the
if
power
I
of
can
2 is
skip school. I always ask my mom if I can skip
36.
school.
I almost hit my bad again.
Two is
That's illegal.
36.
I think it is illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal.
What?
Skipping school.
What's
Can't skip
illegal?
school. It's
Well, you can't. Well, eventually, once you skip school enough, you know,
legally have to go to school.
Mom, keep playing that song.
that's my fault.
I mean, yeah, it is illegal, but like, you can play
You don't have any reason. It's illegal if you don't have
Yo
any
guys,
reason.
what's 6 to the power of 2? What is 6 to the power of 2?
It's 36.
6 to the power of 2.
it's 36.
36.
Dude, I'm not stupid.
Add 1, 2. That's 6 and add 1, 2.
I actually got the next question. They said 12.
It's 8. Hey, whoever asked me that question, it's 8.
What's the quadratic formula?
36. 6 times 6 is 36.
What's the quadratic formula?
Get it? What?
Right now, somebody say the quadratic formula.
To the power of 2.
Guys, what's the quadratic formula? Tell me right now.
Hey, what's 2 to the power of 2?
Huh?
Don't say that.
2 to the power of what?
No,
2 to the power of 2.
4.
36 times 6. Oh, so it's multiplication.
Yeah, 2 to the power of 2 is 4 because the power is how many times you use 2 as a multiplication factor. So 2 to the power of 3 would be 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8.
What does this mean? What does this mean?
What does what mean?
This. What does that mean?
It means
It means middle finger.
It means happiness.
Ah!
Nah, you're tripping.
That means happiness.
Hey, sir, what do you have to say in the microphone?
I have a question. My gorilla tag
2 to the power of 2 is 26.
Because they're gorillas. Sorry.
Because gorillas.
5 died.
Think of gorilla
It's
tag.
easier.
A gorilla tag gorilla with 5 fingers. Guys, does anybody have rare cosmetics?
What do you mean rare cosmetics?
I have a comedic. Is it what we call them?
Ah!
No, but that's not fair.
Ah! I'm leaving. Bye bye.
Guys, come on.
Come back here.
Ben, you know.
No way!
How is it my fault?
Geometry dash.
Ben, bro, did you know?
Geometry dash.
Bruh. Bro, I didn't know
Geometry dash.
I didn't know these were called rocks.
Geometry dash.
No way! My head hurts.
Geometry dash.
No!
Geometry dash. No way. I must set
No,
someone
Beat Saber,
ablaze.
bro.
Me look like burn. Burn, 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 burn. Burn. Dude, I'm trying to stream right now, and yet I only have like no viewers right now.
You're streaming? That's crazy.
Dude, I have 600 subscribers and no viewers.
What's your YouTube channel?
What's your stream?
That's self-promotion and a gorilla tag. Why would I advertise?
No, but like, what's your
Bro, stop setting fire to the mall!
what's your stream? What's your YouTube, bro? I want to subscribe to you.
Bro, I'm a Rizzy.
It's a good question. Don't know.
Come here. Come here.
Oh, so YouTube channel.
Woo! You see, until I have finger painter, I'm not really doing that.
Sure, man. Bro, I'm pursuing.
Bro, I could have applied for the February
Wanna be in a video?
finger painter thing.
Bro, he's racist VR. Oh my god, he's racist VR.
Racist VR?
He's racist VR. Oh my god, no way. He's racist
I
VR.
accuse people of doxing even though I am a doxer.
Guys, he's person VR. He's racist.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like end my stream, maybe like do like a shorts live because these regular ones do not work.
Sounds good. Bueno.
JXY.
Bueno.
Bye bye. Bye bye. I'm gonna go watch your stream now. Your epic.
Wait, what the frick? This thing is.
Wait, what's
So yeah,
what's your
five.
on the browser.
Wait, so yeah, 500 subs.
No, not mine.
598.
Not mine, buddy.
Alright, so now I think it should be in like a shorts form.
Wait, who has a YouTube channel?
There.
Me, who, honestly, I don't know. I mean, oh, I almost have enough subscribers. Yippee!
Are you live?
No, of course not. Why would it be live?
Live?
Oh No, my of course God!
not.
It's you! You're literally right there. Oh, it's crazy.
Oh my god, it's me!
Oh my God, it's you!
Ow! You were
Yo, you could
tweaking
buy
out.
shiny. No, you could
Do
buy
you hear what's
rocks.
coming out of his mouth?
That's crazy!
I mean, if people started like donating to me more, then yeah, I could do that.
Guys, you hear him? Do you hear him? Do you hear him? Do you hear?
I've not been too lucky so far. I mean, somebody has donated me quite a bit, which I think they're really cool for doing that.
Listen to Party Head. He's
Yo!
spewing some nonsense.
Jim-
He's spewing nonsense right now. He's spewing absolute nonsense.
What the? Is this not just a party hat?
He's babbling something right now.
No, wait, go to computer, go to computer, go to computer. There's something really funny. Okay, I need you to go to voice and then click option 2. Ah! Wait a minute, speak. Start talking.
Bro, everyone's a monkey.
I know. Why is nobody joining? Anyways, hold on.
I'm gonna get my phone out. I'm gonna whip my phone out. I'm gonna whip it out.
You're gonna whip it out.
What are you looking at? The rocket! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay, yeah, everything looks to be in
Set
order.
up. Why is the first thing that catches your attention red?
Oh my god, is that somebody on my stream?
Oh, you wanna go to space?
Dude, YouTube is literally just copying TikTok at this point.
Whoa, no.
Do do do
No.
do 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 do
Who's
do do do.
that?
Come on, I just need one more subscriber so I can reach 600. That's expensive. I don't know if I can afford that.
Knock it off.
Do 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 do.
Oh my god, is that Fetty?
Ready?
Bro, that's insane.
This is totally me when I'm poor.
One. Oh my god.
Woo.
Become a little.
I'm gonna go to the temple. I mean the pyramid. I mean the temple, pyramid, temple,
Okay,
temple.
You do that. You do that.
Bye bye. Yo, what's up, Elon Musk? Yo, Elon's in my chat. Elon's in my chat. Yo, Tesla CEO himself, Elon Musk is in my chat. 600 subscribers! Oh my god!
Come on. Come here.
All right. Anyways, I'm leaving. I'm going to the temple. Bye bye, everybody.
There's 4 people watching now. You know, I should probably get into like my own private code. Not yet. Hey, green!
Dang it.
Hey, other green! Can't escape me!
Tag me mid-air.
I don't know, I just tagged you midair, man.
Bro.
No!
Don't believe I won it, man. Bro, are you guys okay over there? You thought you could escape! You cannot escape me.
I could have.
Nuh-uh!
If you want to go to the top of temple. Get it.
Ah!
Oh no.
Oh. Oh no! What? Just go! It doesn't matter! Dude, Yellow, get out!
Yes!
Run! What are you doing, Yellow? Oh.
No, hello. Bye-bye.
Don't you dare! I will kill you if you come over here. Ah! Go! Go! Go!
see? Because they cannot see. Are you nauseous? You're nauseous?
Yo, what's up, Pink Beanie on YT? What's up, Beanie? Into the stream. We just hit 600 subscribers.
No, not nauseous.
One day, I'll get to 1,000. That's gonna be in like 1,000 days.
Guys, this game is so fun for a person who can't see, because they can just hear.
You can't see?
Just south, go north, go right, wherever it is. Oh, you mean the double eye patch? I have the double eye patch. It's horrible. I have an eye patch. I have both of them.
Okay, well that's not fair because whenever I try to do anything. Anyways, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and hop into my own private code. Yippee! Wait, which way is the computer? My bad. Hey, by the way, chat, it's just the one on stream right now. May as well go ahead and join the one on stream. Tired. Insanely. Wait, is that the one on stream? Sure is. Okay. I'm feeling quite literally tired. Oh, welcome back, Lucas. It's been a while since I streamed. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh yeah, I'm in the fan code right now. Nobody's joined yet, though. Unfortunately, I'm sure we'll get more people one day. One day, you know. Again, thank you, everybody, for 600 subscribers. Actually, a milestone we've reached. Can't wait to hit 1,000. Channel's grown a lot. I'm so happy that it's been able to grow so much. So, yeah, thank you to everybody who's watching. And anybody who's not watching. da 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 da.
Yo. Yo.
Yeah, hello. How you doing?
I'm in your live stream.
You sure are.
I'm in your live stream.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Because I can see you right there. Oh, I forgot to read chat. How do you pronounce your name? Just JXY. Lucas, just JXY. Dude.
It's a good dinner, guy.
I mean, my streams don't really, have too many viewers just yet. Hoping that will change very soon. By very soon, I mean, hopefully, definitely very soon. Just trying to, see if I can promote my channel.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. I'm still here. At least I think so.
It's your voice from the chat.
Oh wait, I forgot about chat. Chat, nothing new. Just an okay. Hello? Must have goofed up or something. Oh, my bad. Yeah, so if you want to join, you know, you can. Because that's how that works. No, I wanted to play half with Alyx earlier today. It was just not working. I might try playing half with Alyx again, actually. It might work, it might not work. Who cares? As long as it tries to work, you know, I'll be happy. As long as it tries. Oh, 603 subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it. That's one more to 1,000, and 1,000 is 1,000 subscribers, which is quite a bit of subscribers. Oh, I guess the second I add this, it's dropping. It's dropping. Hey, it's not dropping. It's not dropping much. It's a good sign. Anyways, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing then. Here we go. Here we go. Is there anything I can do to perhaps make sure the stream doesn't completely die? Maybe not much I can do. No cameras moving, low fidelity. Probably the best I'm gonna do is start a new game. Just continue it. Just go easy. I want to listen to the developer commentary this time. I think it sounds fun. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Woo! What's happening? Ooh, this is great. Oh! Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I see. Oh, wonderful.
Hi, my name is Gabe Newell, and welcome to Half-Life Alyx. To say this product was a challenge would be an understatement. It's our first Half-Life title in over 10 years, and it's our first one in virtual reality.
I see.
In addition to it being a great VR experience that still felt like a Half-Life game, we wanted Half-Life Alyx to serve players who've been waiting to find out what happens after Episode 2.
I see.
And at the same time, provide an on-ramp to anyone who hasn't played a Half-Life game at all. Ultimately, whether we succeeded in any of that is up to you to decide.
Oh, you have
But
to go?
hopefully,
Oh,
this
that sucks,
commentary
man.
mode will give you
I
some
hope you can
insight
rejoin
into the
later.
set of problems
Thank
we
you for
faced
still
and how we
coming into
chose
the
to
stream. I
tackle
really
them.
appreciate it.
To listen
I
to a
haven't really had that
commentary
many.
mode, pick up the floating hologram
So
of
far
the
yet,
radio
so,
headset
you
in
know, no
front of
matter
you,
what, thank
and
you.
simply
Thank you for
put it
coming
on
in.
your head.
Hope you
Once
can
you're
come
done
back, though.
listening to the commentary,
See ya.
you can take the radio headset off, or simply put on the next one. Please let me know what you think. I can be reached at gaben@valvesoftware.com. While I'm unable to reply to all the emails I receive, I do read them all, and they're a critical part of the feedback we use to evaluate our work.
Dude,
Thanks,
I love
and have fun.
Gabe New. I love, like, all these Valve games. They're just literally so fun. Like, how did he make this game like this? Oh my god, that cat. Dude, like, introduction? What's this?
As in the case of any Half-Life game, the first hour of Alyx must convey a lot of information to the player, hopefully in a natural and
Look at
way.
these apples.
Players
I
need to
have
know who
never
they are,
noticed these
where they
before.
are, what kind of world they're in, who the other important characters
Get out of
and
here.
factions are, and so on. At the same time, they need to
What's
learn how to
this?
actually play the game.
Matches?
How do they
I'm not
move?
sure how matches can be
What can they
saved.
interact with and how? What should they be trying to do, etc. Figuring out exactly what information we would try to convey in these first two levels and how it would be conveyed
Oh, I thought you can
took
move
us
that
over
with
2
the
years
hand.
of playtesting. It's
2
tempting to
years
try
of
and include
playtesting?
everything we think a player should know, but all information has a priority, and the more we include, the more chance there is that a player misses something important.
Like, the
because they're
Citadel
distracted
is
or confused by
crazy.
something
Look
less
at
important.
that.
So over the next 2 levels, we'll use commentary nodes to point out some of the specific places where we grappled with conveying information to the player. In between these nodes, you'll likely be able to spot many other examples for players to find, if they're interested in paying closer attention and understanding more.
Like, Citadel
One
Vista,
of the
what's
pieces
this?
of important information we struggled to convey
I've
was
never
exactly
played with
when
commentary
Half-Life
before.
Alyx is set within the series timeline. Whilst we tried to reflect it carefully in many of the world details, it was never 100% successful during playtests.
Like, I can,
Eventually, we decided it was too important to be left
I can
to the
do
players to figure
that.
out,
And
so
then
we put it in our
can also
opening
throw it
text
over
code.
there.
The Citadel's incomplete
And then
state
it just
provided
flies
an early
away. That's so
opportunity to
cool.
reinforce the timeline visually. Half-Life Alyx takes place 5 years before the events of Half-Life 2, in which the towering citadel represents the Combine seat of power.
Like,
As we see here,
look at
however,
this.
early Combine infrastructure is a cluttered mess of cables and unusual structures sprawled all over the city, surrounding the citadel's construction, and served as a useful indicator of the time frame. We went on to reinforce this
Like,
impression
hello?
in other places throughout the following level. Combine architecture tends to be abstract in scale and form, so we included some familiar visual cliches of human construction. The large external scaffolds, some distinction of floor levels, rows of small lights, and the tidying of the silhouette into more structured vertical
That
elements.
is
Try and strike a balance
crazy.
between capturing the alien nature of the citadel whilst grounding its construction in enough familiarity to better understand its size and state. Large sweeping vistas such as this one proved an interesting challenge in virtual reality. Their distance from the viewer means they don't benefit from stereoscopic vision the way that small close-up objects do. Because of this, the small objects on the balcony often draw the attention of the players before they've even noticed the imposing structure in the distance. If we moved the citadel too close, it felt absurdly huge and difficult to take in. Yet placed alone on the horizon, it felt two-dimensional and flat. We found the solution in filling the space between the viewer and the distant structure with many scale references. The city itself, huge supply cables
that's
leading
what these
towards the
buildings
vanishing
are
point,
for. That's
large repeated Combine buildings,
it's
heavy pollution fog,
insane.
careful lighting, and all the animated elements, especially the helicopter whose sound begins in the fade-in. All these were carefully composed to help draw the attention of the player to the citadel first, before letting their attention wander to take in the details of the city.
I'm not gonna be able to listen to all this
ultimately on the
commentary.
inviting
Like
items
Greenhouse. Don't know about that one.
Alyx, how's it looking up there?
It's good, Dad. Metrocop movement is normal. Same for the Combine patrols. How's it going in the stockyard?
One Combine mini reactor from a shipment of 4,000. They're never going to miss it. Here, see for yourself. And not only that,
This game is so cool.
Don't
I
get greedy,
love
guys.
playing this
We're
game.
not made of time here.
1 minute and I'm out, guaranteed.
Oh, also, I spotted the Combine moving supplies into the quarantine zone. That place has been deserted for years.
That is all. Well, we'll look into it when we get back.
What is this?
Meet back at the safe house, baby. We'll be there soon.
It looks like...
What is it, Russell?
What'd you... Terrific.
Dude, this is so cool. Like, the fact you can just like, the fact you can just like, like, look at that lighting. Look at this. The fact this is all remain like one engine. Like, you can you take these off? You can like twist them around though. This is such a cool game. I've always loved just like messing around with all these objects. Like this paint bucket actually like, it actually like gets paint all over the place. Like, I mean, not there, but other places. Like, look at this. Do you, like, it's crazy the game design they put into this. Like, all the work they put into this actually impressive.
Beyond conveying critical information about the state of the world, the first 2 levels of Half-Life Alyx also needed to demonstrate some of VR's strengths.
Yeah.
Conveying a sense of scale is something VR does much better than flat screens, and our early playtests showed us that nothing quite sold that scale more than seeing a Strider up close.
Like, it's actually insane
In
how big
addition
it
to the
is.
visuals, to fully illustrate the scale of a Strider at close range, we needed to do a lot of work on its audio treatment. Players had strong expectations about feeling the weight, power and presence of the Strider through its movements, particularly as it stepped on the balcony the player was occupying. In order to convey this power through sound, we layered multiple sound effects, allowing us to address ranges in the audio frequency spectrum and the temporal nature of those elements separately.
Like, hold on.
We then combined those elements in the Source 2 audio engine to control them as one sound.
Like, hold on, what's this? Oh, okay, yeah, that's just that. What about this?
This room, internally referred to as Alyx's Refuge, was initially the location where the Eli video call took place. However, once that video call was moved out to the balcony, this room was freed up to solve other problems. In the Half-Life series, we've always tried to ensure that there's generally enough narrative for all players to understand
Like,
where
they
they're
don't
going
know
and why.
what's-
But for players who slow down and pay attention,
what's
there's
going
more
on
detail that can
here.
lead to a greater
Like,
understanding.
okay, so
With
I
the
think
balcony
North
being a place to
America
get familiar
is,
with the
like,
game's
gone.
inputs, the greenhouse being where the story kicks off, and the Strider there to surprise players with spectacle, we decided that the refuge could be a quiet moment for players, where they could discover more narrative detail in the environment.
Like
At the same
this.
time, it could be a place where they can play
Is this
around a bit more.
dog? Yeah,
now
this
that
is
they're acclimated
dog
to being in
from.
VR.
This is dog from Half-Life
Spending
2.
time in the refuge is meant to bring players into Alyx's role in the Resistance and her place in the world. We wanted it to feel like a real stakeout spot.
She has
for Alyx to be
books,
cooped up
like
for weeks
the
or months while planning the
B-32
heist,
one.
doing
So
research
what's
on the
this?
Combine. The camcorder, snark, and whiteboards are all toys that respond
Video
to detailed
cassette.
interaction and reward deeper investigation, giving curious players more information about the world of City 17 and what Alyx has been doing in it.
Alright, what's this box say? Hold on. Can I oh, you can actually take the like what is Oh, I can't read it. It's too low quality. Like, it's actually crazy the work they've done. Like, you can like turn off lights, turn them back on. Look at this elevator. Like, look at this. Like, it's all in Russian, but I think that's because it's Russian. Might be Russian. Could be Ukrainian. Really, a lot. Any language. I don't know which one. There's a lot of languages. It could be. Like, look at this. Like, that's like they just have like all this like random stuff.
Alyx, are we good? Yep, they got the reactor. Easy peasy. I'm headed back to the safe house right now to meet Dad. Go. We'll be in touch. Stay safe.
The critical pieces of information that we needed players to understand
Yeah?
were simple to state, but not so easy to convey.
Like-
that players were playing as Alyx Vance, not the Gordon Freeman they've played in all prior Half-Life games, and that Alyx is going to speak, unlike Gordon. These probably seem obvious to you now, but until we focused on them, it wasn't obvious to playtesters.
Like, can you put this?
Ensuring that everyone realized they were playing as Alyx
would've
was
been
something
much
we
better
decided to
if you
hit
could
with the
actually, like-
biggest hammer we could, and name the product after her. But even with that, we were very careful in
squeeze
Eli's video call to ensure it's reinforced immediately. Olga, the character introduced here, was added to further drive it home by calling out when the player exits the elevator. Olga is the first character the player meets in person, and her dialogue here, and again ahead in the alley, is aimed at driving home the fact that she's conversing with the player, and that the disembodied female voice the player hears is Alyx speaking back. This was harder to convey in Eli's video call, because it already
the fact
features
that you're just,
Russell
like-
speaking off-screen, whereas in this scene, there's clearly no one else around in the conversational space other than Olga and the player. Without Olga, we found that, even though they had already spoken to Eli and Russell over the video call, playtesters still didn't feel like they were Alyx.
Alyx, over here! What is it?
This doesn't seem like a routine sweep. Are you sure everything went okay?
100%.
Something's got the CPs fired up.
Keep your head down and be smart.
What is happening? Wait, can I? Can I hit this guy? Oh crap. Oh, maybe this. Nah. Oh, they are really like, what's happening over here? Dude, this is crazy, all the world building they do.
The remainder of this level is designed to continue informing the player about the world they're in, and to support the increase in the Combine's alertness. We also wanted detail to make the city feel alive, something that becomes much harder later on, once the player has a weapon. This was tricky to design due to the challenge we're often faced with, the friction between narrative state and gameplay state. Here, the narrative implies that Alyx should be making her way back to Eli as quickly and quietly as possible. But gameplay-wise, we're at the start of the game, and players are still testing the limits of everything they can see and touch. Unsurprisingly, playtesting showed us that some players would dedicate themselves to following the narrative and quickly move through the area, while others would completely ignore the narrative and explore every nook and cranny. While it's tempting to simply remove all distractions in an attempt to unify all players towards following the narrative, it would send the wrong signal about the density of our world and how the game intends to reward players for exploring it. So we spent months refining this section, adding, changing, and removing elements. We tried to find the right level of narrative tension, where players felt like they should be moving along, but not so quickly that they can't stop to tinker with something. We put in enough interactive objects and narrative moments where players were always rewarded for looking around, but we designed all those distractions to end quickly, so we could encourage players to continue moving along.
What? Yeah. Like, the fact that this is all readable is crazy. They do so much to make this game as, like, amazing as possible. Like, you can open up these. They have prescription bottles right there. Why? What's the point in including all it? Like, look at these birds. Where do they go? Yeah, look at how... Like, you don't even know where some of them go. They just go. Like, the sound they use. Look at this. Look at that dropship. It's actually crazy. And they literally set this up so you can just... You can... Oh, nope, I messed up. Ah! I can't reach down. Crap. Oh, I messed up. Okay. What's going here? What's going on? Oh, crap.
Whoa, wait, I just live here.
Probably anti-citizen. Keep those hands up.
Wait, don't shoot.
Oh, crap.
You didn't steal anything. What did you see? No one! I didn't see anyone! Get it out and take it to the transport.
Dad! Hey, wait, no!
Like, dude, it's actually insane all the world building they do. Oh, welcome back, Lucas. Oh, I'm just still playing this game. Because, dude, this game is so cool. I really wish more people could play it. Like, the van crash?
In order to limit the possibility of motion sickness that could be induced by moving the player in a vehicle, we initially wrote this scene to have Alyx wake up after the van had already crashed. Players found this underwhelming, however, since the game seemed to be needlessly holding back an exciting moment that they could have experienced for themselves. Addressing this meant that we had to tackle the technical problem of moving the player comfortably in a vehicle. In this van, and in the train at the end of the map, you'll notice that the outside world is only visible through small windows. These outside views are necessary to provide motion signals. Small window size ensures that the player's field of view is always dominated by the vehicle interior, which is naturally in the player's own frame of reference. This greatly reduces the occurrence of motion sickness. Aside from the parallax of the outside world, we use animated lighting and careful sound design to produce the effect of riding in a vehicle.
Look at this. That scanner?
Alyx, you there? You've got to get moving.
Russell, I've been in an accident.
I know! I caused it, so technically not an accident. You've got to get moving.
Wait, where's Dad?
He's fine. Follow the drone.
So, Dad's okay, right?
Yeah, well, no. To be honest,
But
they've
The
still
last
got
map was focused on
doing
conveying a lot
a
of
lot.
information about the world state to the player. This map is where we need to start the player's larger quest. That means the player must leave this map with an understanding of what's happened to Eli, and what they're going to do about it. The player also needs to meet Russell, so they have a face behind all the radio dialogue throughout the game. Finally, we need the player to collect the gravity gloves and the pistol and learn how to use them both. This is a daunting list. From experience, we know that if we cram all that into a single scene, players won't be able to remember more than a couple highlights. So this map's purpose is essentially narrative pacing. We need to draw apart the required events, separating them with enough time and space that players could ingest and remember them. At the same time, we're a little under the gun. Playtesting showed us that by now, some players have been playing for 30 minutes, and they're wondering when they're going to see some enemies.
One of the first steps the writing team took on this map was to flesh out a scene between Russell and Alyx that covered all the dialogue we needed. Due to the fact the player is meeting Russell for the first time, and that there are a significant number of in-fiction events that Alyx and Russell need to talk about, the scene ended up containing a lot of dialogue. We knew there was no way we could build a scene that long without boring the player, and the most important elements would be lost in the noise. One of the first tools we used to address this was the introduction of Russell's drone. It allowed us to take chunks of the dialogue from that original scene and deliver them throughout the area preceding the scene. This meant the scene itself would skip over the in-fiction preliminaries and get right to critical goal delivery.
Alyx, everything cut out for a second. I lost the headset video feed. Can you see my drone?
Look at that
Is it okay?
strider.
Sure. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
And then it's just gone. Just gone. Like, it's nowhere to be. And you can see the Citadel right there too from a completely different angle. Like, this is insanely cool. I really wish it was like more accessible to more people. Like, look at this book. Look at all these pictures. You can just take them off if you wanna. Like, and you can open so much stuff. You can mess around with so much. It's insane how much interactability there is. Obviously, you can't do anything with this, unfortunately. Like, look at this. Like, I wonder, would I be able to see anything? Yeah, you can see under that. There's very clearly something there.
Alyx, great. Okay, let's... Wait, my drone's okay, right?
Nope, it exploded. I'm fine, by the way.
Right.
Golden!
Russell, they've got Dad.
Right from our earliest experiments in VR, we learned that players expect a high level of audio fidelity, even from minute interactions, particularly when the sounds are meant to correspond to clearly observable visuals. For instance, in one of our prior games, it may have been acceptable to use a generic sequence of computer key sounds when Russell was typing. In VR, however, we know that a player can observe the animations very closely, and even put their head right next to Russell's keyboard if they choose. In this case, players would notice a lack of one-to-one correspondence between the key press animation and sound. For Half-Life Alyx, we authored a set of individual key press sounds to be driven by animation. For example, as Russell's fingers animate to press a key, one of these key press sounds is played, resulting in precise synchronization of the animation and sound.
Okay, that's you.
I thought you said us.
Well, one of us, me.
Russell's laboratory is the first time the player is in the same room as another character, and it highlights one of the main challenges we face when designing choreographed scenes in VR, keeping the player and characters out of each other's space. In previous Half-Life games, we could always forcefully move the player if we really needed them out of the way. We made several attempts at finding a similar solution in VR, but found that it often made players feel deeply uncomfortable or disoriented. So instead, we designed these spaces to allow for a natural separation between the player and our characters. Where natural separators couldn't exist, we had to restrict players from moving into the character's space, removing that limitation as soon as the character had moved out of the way. Another challenge was balancing how often characters respond to player actions while delivering important narrative information. In early experiments, we allowed characters to stop mid-sentence, which allowed them to respond immediately to the player, and then continue on with their dialogue. While technically straightforward, This was incredibly difficult to execute in animation and dialogue without feeling unnatural. The combination of custom reactions necessary to cover the range of possible player interaction and the resulting return to narrative dialogue quickly multiplied out of control. Eventually, we settled on a solution where we allowed only a minimum of interactions during the important narrative delivery sections, and a wider range of responses to more complex reactions after the scene has completed. In the case of Russell, we layer subtle head facing and natural eye contact on top of his performance while he is talking with Alyx. Then, after the scene, when he is typing at the computer, he will respond to players trying to touch him or objects being thrown around.
One frustration players may encounter in VR is having to physically bend down or reach out for objects in the virtual world, especially if they have limited real-world space. A common solution for this is to provide a way to bring objects to the player instead of forcing the player to go to them. We knew this would be an important feature in Half-Life Alyx, with its sprawling levels and players' desire to explore every corner of the world. We didn't want this mechanic to feel too gamey or magical, so we decided to integrate it into the fiction of the game by making it a feature of the gravity gloves, which are a natural precursor to the gravity gun of Half-Life 2. This allowed us to present the mechanic as a real physical action that's enabled by a piece of in-fiction technology. To emphasize the physicality that is unique to the medium of VR, we used a physical gesture to activate the pull instead of a button press.
When a player pulls an object with the gravity gloves, we use the game's physics engine to apply a launch force to that object with a trajectory that is partially influenced by the direction of the player's pull gesture. We set the object's launch velocity to result in a standard flight time from pull to catch, so the player can develop a rhythm that eventually becomes automatic. We want the object to arrive at the hand as reliably as possible, so after the initial launch, we continually apply small impulse forces along the trajectory, represented by the white arrows. Those impulses help counter gravity and compensate for collisions with obstacles along the way, while continuously steering the object toward the hand, which is itself a moving target. A generous catch range and subtle haptic feedback when the object enters that range virtually guarantee.
Dude, this is insanely cool. How do they do this? Like, I wish more games had this level of interactability. It's crazy.
Alright, here we go. Next stop, Fairview Junction.
Thanks, Russell.
And good luck, Alyx. Goodbye. Obviously, just to let you know, I am still here, though.
Look at these windows. They only let you see so much of these tiny windows. It's crazy. They really do a lot put work in this game, so a lot of people can play it without getting motion sick. Really love how this game does that. Like, you can't see anything because you're in a tunnel.
Might have a problem. Probably nothing to worry about.
Oh, no.
Did the train stop? It stopped, didn't it?
Yeah, what happened?
It's jammed. When the Combine shut down the quarantine zone, they must have tightened security.
Which means?
Yeah, you're nowhere near Fairview Junction. You're just outside the QZ. And this is as far as we get by train.
Then I'm headed on foot.
Good. I'll see if I can get you in some other way.
Like, look at this. It just stops. Oh, that's the quarantine zone. I mean, look at those buildings. Look at all those buildings at the quarantine zone. Like, they're absolutely destroyed. It's so cloudy over there compared to over here. And look at this dead guy.
I got a dead zombie here. I thought the Combine sealed up the QZ.
This one must have squirted out. I've heard they've had trouble with barnacle spores outside the containment area, but not about fellas like this.
Probably not a one-off then.
I doubt it.
Zombies outside the quarantine zone. Look at this, like...
would you look at that? Resin. And if there's resin around
In our
here,
earliest experiments in bringing Half-Life to VR, we found that players enjoyed exploring every nook and cranny of the environment. With the increased fidelity of VR, players not only expected to be able to interact with a vast array of objects, but they also had a strong desire to find something useful from time to time. This was so universal among testers that in addition to more searchable locations and interactive objects, we added a new resource, resin. Level designers could place this new resource in fun and interesting locations that weren't tied to game progression, rewarding players wider-ranging exploration. We also tied this new resource to a longer-term goal in the form of weapon upgrades, further motivating players to explore the environment. Deep scavenger hunts and keen observation would result in more resin to spend as a reward.
Huh. I think I can reroute this with my multi-tool.
Alyx, that thing's incredible. It's an incredible brand name.
Internally, we refer to this type of puzzle as a toner puzzle, due to its similarity to a real-world cable toner tool that can be used to locate electrical wires in walls. The toner mechanic was conceived as a tool for designers to craft player experiences around knowing that the player had to put their head and hands in specific locations. The initial design merely required the player to use their multi-tool to push a ball of energy along a path, similar to a child's bead maze toy. While this simple design was successful at getting the player to put their head and hands in particular locations, the lack of branching meant that the player wasn't required to make any choices, nor was there any possibility of negative consequences. To address these issues, we added the rotating junction elements, which allowed for branching paths and became the player's primary means of interacting with toner puzzles. While the toner puzzles ramp up in complexity throughout the game, this first toner puzzle is designed to use a minimal number of elements to introduce players to the key ideas that power flows through wires, power can be rerouted by rotating junctions, and power has an effect on the physical world, such as turning on lights and opening gates. The sparking electrical outlet that branches down toward the floor is not strictly necessary for this simple puzzle, but it was added here to expose players to its behavior, since it was causing confusion in later puzzles when players were seeing it for the first time in more complex configurations.
Look at this. Water. How did they do that? Lightning? Well, no,
From
lighting.
our earliest experiments in VR, we realized how critical high-quality, high-density lighting was to conveying a sense of realism. In game development, any technology choice involves trade-offs between quality, runtime performance, and development time. For Half-Life Alyx, we chose a high-quality, high-performance light mapping solution which required a significant amount of offline preprocessing. We performed the light map preprocessing using a render farm, which could take several hours for a single map at the highest quality, and we put a lot of effort into mitigating the cost of that high iteration time for designers on the team. Specifically, we implemented a real-time approximation to the final lighting result, which allowed designers to light scenes in real time with confidence that the high-performance light maps would match their intent. Most lights in Half-Life Alyx are baked into a single term that describes distance falloff and shadowing, allowing us to change the brightness and color of lights in real time at no cost. This encoding also allows us to apply shadows from dynamic props and characters without having to render any static geometry into shadow maps. Our light maps store directional information using the popular ambient highlight direction encoding, an improvement over Valve's own radiosity normal mapping technique pioneered in Half-Life 2. This new light map encoding ensures that the bumpy surfaces can appear bumpy even when not under direct light. This blinking light source provides a good illustration of this technique, as you can perceive the surface detail even during times the light source is off.
Barnacles, while an iconic Half-Life creature, presented some interesting VR-specific challenges. While their tongue is intended to trap hasty or unobservant players, those caught by them often didn't realize what was happening. They would become disoriented or even motion sick as the barnacle lifted them up to be eaten. These unfortunate players almost universally died and failed to learn what was happening even after multiple encounters. To address this issue, we created the tongue as a particle system. This allowed us to both physically simulate it as well as reliably position it for maximum visibility. If a player does get grabbed by a barnacle, the tongue always wraps right in front of their face, no matter which direction they try to look. This makes the tongue almost impossible to miss and visually guides the player's eyes up to the location of the barnacle, so they know where to shoot to free themselves. These fixation visuals that kick in as the player is being lifted not only serve to communicate the damage the player is taking, but they also help to reduce motion sickness by narrowing the player's field of view. These changes, combined with sound effects and other visuals like seeing stars and blacking out, eliminate confusion for players and enabled us to bring this classic enemy into the world of Half-Life Alyx.
We got a lot of positive feedback from our initial experiments requiring players to perform a series of physical actions to reload the pistol. Specifically, ejecting the clip, retrieving a new clip from their backpack, inserting the clip into the gun, and chambering around. Players enjoyed learning and improving at this skill. We experimented with using a single button for both ejecting a clip and chambering around, but we found that assigning these operations to two different buttons was more interesting even though it was more mentally taxing. In fact, it was more interesting precisely because it was more mentally taxing, as players would frequently mix up the buttons under pressure. In the early stages of the game, players would be fumbling for clips, ejecting the clips when they meant to be chambering around, and generally making a mess. To those of us observing the playtest, this looked like things had gone horribly wrong, but players themselves consistently cited this as a high point of their playthroughs. Because of the physical nature of the reload, and the skill required, players blamed themselves and not the game for the mistakes made as they were learning the reloading sequence. In this area, we provide a number of static targets in the form of barnacles for players to shoot at their own pace, increasing the likelihood that they have at least a few reloads under their belt before moving on.
Look at this.
Oh. Ugh.
Oh, get out here, stupid zombie. Oh my god, okay. Hold on. Oh my god, come on. Look at this. See, this is why I love this game. This adds so much interactability. It's crazy. You can just like look at so much, you mess around with so much. Look at the lighting. Oh, missed that. I really do love this game. It is really fun. Look at this.
In prior Half-Life games, while playing as Gordon, the player saw Alyx use her multi-tool to hack into Combine security systems in order to unlock doors or perform other acts of sabotage. This presented an opportunity for us to represent Alyx's hacking skills through VR-centric minigames. All of our hacking minigame designs were built to leverage the independently tracked head and hands common to today's VR systems. We wanted to encourage players to use both hands simultaneously and move their head to create parallax to understand the spatial relationships within the puzzles. This locker hacking puzzle is based upon one of our earliest prototypes, in which the player was tasked with using a tool in one hand to paint a path on a sphere held by the other hand. There was just something fun and unique about using all of the natural degrees of freedom of both hands to solve a puzzle in VR. In its simplest form, this puzzle's solution is straightforward, but the difficulty gradually increases throughout the course of the game by introducing static or moving obstacles of various shapes and sizes on the sphere.
Like, listen to this. Listen to that. Look at that. That's what was that is exactly what was sending up the quarantine zone. It's crazy the details they put into like these kind of scenes. Look at this.
I don't think so, which is good news because
I mean, it's massive.
That's great. Or bad news because they've already killed him.
Right,
and you
into
don't
the
need
quarantine
to move the
zone.
corpse. You just bury it. Or burn it. Still there, Alyx?
Mm-hmm. Russell, are you seeing
Look
this?
at the quarantine. Like, look at the difference between outside and inside. Look at all this, like, this moss and these like webs and like veins. And you can see on the other side. Like, look at that. Like, look at how much different it is from over here to over here. It's like crazy. Like, right into the quarantine zone. I don't want to lock the door behind me. Here we go. I really do love this game. It is really cool. I really think more people need to be playing this.
Oh, what did I just do? You can look under here. I mean, there's nothing there that time.
Hey, Russell. I just found
In
a
our
loose
early
syringe of-
prototypes, players could heal themselves by grabbing a Half-Life 2 health pack and pressing down on a controller button, which obviously wasn't a very interesting VR interaction. During the development of Half-Life Alyx, the Counter-Strike team added health injectors into CSGO as part of the new Danger Zone game mode they were developing. When we saw this, we felt that an injector would work well as an intuitive healing item in VR as well. Players would press a button to arm the injector as a way of indicating their intent to use it. This prevented unintentional use of the injector and gave us an opportunity to showcase how physical the interaction was going to be via haptics, animation, and sound. Some testers even initially responded with dread over the fact they were going to have to use a needle on themselves and looked away when performing the injection action. We also had to create approximations of the player's arms and body, as playtesters all had their own preferences for where they wanted to apply the injection. We even added the ability to inject into the head, since so many players tried to do it just to see if it would work.
We had to ensure that players would become proficient at reloading their pistol during the early levels of the game, or later encounters in the game would be overly difficult. The prior map contained only static targets in the form of barnacles. Players could engage the barnacles at their own pace, but there were enough of them that players would need to reload at least a few times. This first live zombie is locked behind the chain link fence and cannot reach the player until the player opts into the encounter by shooting the lock on the door. The placement of zombies in the upcoming section of the game is designed to require plenty of reloading, to ensure that the player builds up this skill.
Ain't nothing behind there. Like, it's crazy how detailed this game is. Like, look at these supply crates. You can just break them open and grab what's inside. I do think this game is a game. Look, we're inside the quarantine zone. Like, we're in the zone where a bunch of zombies are.
Virtual reality provides the opportunity to add physicality to gameplay, but this needs to be balanced against player fatigue and accessibility. For example, we experimented with a low ceiling in this area, requiring players to crouch the whole time that they made their way across the tops of these train cars. Playtesters did not enjoy having to crouch for so long, so we raised the ceiling.
I see. And I love how you can just throw them in and then look. Boom. Yeah, like the explosions are so cool too. Like that one dropped a magazine. I didn't know it did that. And then, well, look at this. It's gonna kill both of them at once. Dude, I think that's so cool how they did all this. Now we're into the quarantine zone.
Oh boy.
Look at that. Be careful. Like, this quarantine zone area is so cool.
Breakable glass panels in Half-Life Alyx are yet one more system designed to convince players that they are present in a living, breathing world. The panels detect the position of an incoming impact and procedurally generate new, smaller glass panels in a radial pattern around the impact position. These new panels can then break into smaller panels themselves, and so on. We found that players would often break glass panels accidentally, then spend time testing just how interactive they really were by trying to break them more, eventually realizing that yes, the glass really did shatter at the appropriate location. At one point, we experimented with building special puzzles out of breakable glass, but in the end we found the glass to be more appropriate as a passive interactive element in the world, one that reacts in a satisfying way to a variety of impact.
The game is so loud. I just hit him. He didn't even react. This game is so loud. It really adds to it.
That is strange. Oh, I don't want to know if I want to do that just yet. Might die. The fact that this is all in like look at the quarantine zone. I'm saying like how much what just happened. Ooh, that should not. I don't think that should be there. Like, look at this. Oh, look at this bug. And this is what heals the Combine. Like, watch. Look at that.
Alyx, I think there's a Combine
Weapon upgrades
fabricator.
are a new feature for the Half-Life franchise, and fictionally, this mechanic paired well with Alyx's tinkering nature. We approached this design challenge first by thinking about what sort of upgrades could be meaningful and also provide additional value to players without removing established interactions. With limited resin to spend, the upgrade system also provided an avenue for players to personalize and invest in their favorite weapon, or streamline an interaction on another weapon, increasing its value to them. For example, the reflex sight still requires players to physically aim, but it improves the feedback on exactly where their shot will hit, and exposes previously hidden enemy weak points. While some players enjoyed this feedback and new targeting opportunities, others didn't and would instead focus on upgrades that suited their style of play. This allowed players to spend their limited resin on upgrades they cared about the most. Another aspect of weapon upgrades that we focused on was not necessarily obvious when we first started to design and test combat in VR. Due to the more physical nature of combat in VR, it can really push on the mental and physical capacity of certain players, as they're required to utilize both their hands and move their head to take in the environment dealing with enemies. While this is a very natural experience, there's also a lot going on at any given point with reloading and combat. As we observed players in some of these more intense combat situations, we started finding opportunities to allow some upgrades to reduce the number of times a physical interaction was required, or reduce the complexity of a particular interaction. The autoloader on the shotgun is a good example. When added to the shotgun, the normally slow, methodical action of feeding shells into the gun is replaced with a far simpler, faster interaction of slapping the shells into the autoloader before they get automatically fed into the gun. This allows players to look around, focus less on the gun
This game
while
is so
reloading,
cool.
and take in more of what's going on around them.
At the beginning of the Half-Life Alyx project, we had the expectation that players would want to take a break after 30 to 45 minutes, since that's what we were seeing with the lab and other small-scale VR experiences available at the time. Because of this, we designed the pacing of the game's levels around play sessions of that duration. Over the course of development, however, the game itself included more downtime between intense combat encounters, and the comfort of the new crop of HMDs improved significantly. In fact, as the game progressed, we found that players were happy to play for hours on end. At the end of a playtest, players would often remark that this was the longest they had ever played VR in a single session.
Nope, nope, not doing that. Nope, never mind. Bye-bye.
Nice shooting, Alyx.
Thanks. You know, for all your talk about what a lesser gun this thing isn't that bad.
Ooh. I really think more people definitely need to play this game. Now I think this is really one of my favorite VR games ever made. It's just so incredibly cool.
Ooh, I see it.
Until this point in the game, players have only seen headcrabs attached to the heads of zombies. This led playtesters familiar with headcrabs from prior games to anticipate encountering them on their own. We decided to play up this anticipation by foreshadowing the first headcrab encounter with a headcrab that drops out of a vent before disappearing, as well as headcrab sounds in the environment, including a threatening headcrab sound coming from the partially boarded up doorway ahead.
Yep, there it is. Found it. Probably only one of those. Okay, two.
crap, that's scary. Head crabs are like really one of the scariest enemies. Oh, especially armored. Oh, imagine the fast head crabs in this game. I played Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2, I've played every single Half-Life 2 episode. I've played the episodes. Fast head crabs would be terrifying in this game. Terrifying. They move so fast. You have no time to react. There's no way you'd even be able to have time to aim.
Heard anything about
All you can do is just hope you can like
Radio
maybe
silence.
trap them behind a door. That's all you can do.
Well, the good news is he's probably fine.
How do you know that?
Because they're taking him to Nova Prospect to torture him. That's the torture place. So they're hardly going to torture him before they get there. So he's fine. Logically speaking.
Look. Like, look at that. Look at that thing. And look at this room. Ha! Jesus Christ. You know what I've seen? I've seen someone like try and like organize this room before, like, you know, throw stuff in the trash. It's really cool what people do in this game. Really need more games like Half-Life Alyx. You know, they just really have this level of interactivity. Like, can I put this back? Can I put this back in the cabinet? Oh, almost got it. Okay, maybe not almost, but it was getting there. There's gotta be some way. Oh? Nah. Come on, there's gotta be some way. It's gotta fit in there somehow. Kinda like there. You know, that works. I wanna see if I can like make this room like look better. I've seen somebody try to like organize this room before. I think that was really cool. I want to see if I can do that. See this chair? Oh, you know, put this on the shelf. You know, instead. There's a lot of stuff you could do actually to make this better. Like, maybe put this trash can right by the doorway. Cannot open that. Okay. Or, you know, throw bug canisters out the window. When would you need bug canisters? Or, you know, put this chair back up, perhaps? Back up that way. Right there. We go. Straighten up this computer. We do not need cans in here. Ah, hold on. No, wrong thing. You know, put that right there. Oh, Kobe. Okay. Kobe. They see? And then, okay, you know, maybe put this computer. Oh! You know, put the computer right side up again. Oh yeah, this computer is really gonna be difficult. Oh, you're gonna be difficult to... Just let me pick you up! Oh my God. See? I mean, why is this computer trying to be difficult right now? Right side up. Okay. What we want to do is just carefully. Position it over here. Oh. See, like that. Put this in the drawer. Don't know when you'll need it. Look, empty boxes up here. Why would you ever need an empty box? And, you know, why? Well, they're just these things. Put them on the shelf. Put the lid back on. And look at this. Carry it up. Okay. Maybe put it right here. Yeah, don't know when you'll need it. Take this radio. Put it right here. You know, take your computer. You know, just put that there. Okay, like that. Now put it there. And, you know, put the chair in here. Come like that. No, come like this. Okay. Just grab the computer. Put there. Maybe put the radio right here. Oh, this box, empty. Put in the trash. This fan, can't grab it. Oh, can't fix everything now, can you? Not sure why that chair's there. Don't know why you never need a chair there. I don't know, man. This room looks a lot better to me now, though. Absolutely nothing. Let's go. I know nobody's really watching right now. So, kind of wish more people were watching. Would have been really nice. You know, I really do try on my video. Really do try to be creative. Guess I'm just not there for YouTube yet. I'll get there eventually.
Russell, are you seeing this?
Possibly. Are you seeing floating garbage?
Look at this room.
It's just cardboard.
It's an absolute mess.
Well, seems harmless.
How do you fix this room?
Weird though.
You know, I would say floating cardboard is also kind of weird. But not as weird. So, vodka? Okay. Like, look at all this fog. Nobody's ever going in here.
What is that?
You know, you release this.
Whoa. More floating cardboard.
Look through there. Just press 2 buttons. It says it right there. That one, that one. I think this is all really cool. This is one of my favorite VR games. This is exactly why I love it.
Attention, please. Access is not permitted. Anti-citizen scavenging will result in immediate capital prosecution.
Okay, I guess they saw us.
Alyx, you alright? What's wrong?
I'm fine, Russell. What's up?
I'm losing your signal. Alyx? Alyx? If you can still hear me, keep heading in the same direction and try to get above ground.
Russell? Russell?
During our earliest attempts to raid Alyx, our instinct was to have her react to absolutely everything. But what we learned from playtesting was that Alyx reacting too much could actually be off-putting. Say a player's in a really tense, zombie-filled level, and they're having a great time, but suddenly Alyx is in their head, sounding angry. or frightened, or anxious. These Alyx reactions were creating a disconnect between how the player was feeling and how the character they were role-playing as was feeling. So we took a lot of those out. The Alyx reactions we left in tended to be the ones that were practically universal. Alyx's reaction here to the surreal entrance to the Vort hideout is a good example, where it was just so different from everything the player had seen up until then. It kind of takes you by surprise. We watched so many playtests where the player would see it and say, "Whoa, that's weird."
Right, but I mean,
so we had Alyx say the same thing a second later, almost like an echo.
I have a brain injury.
Oh, I'm sorry to...
My brain is injured.
That's terrible, and I hope... Look, I'm actually pretty busy looking for my father. Eli Vance.
Yes.
The Combine have him, and I really do need to get moving.
The Combine. Yes. Do not go yet. I must show you something.
Look, I appreciate...
This way.
I can't stick around,
It is important.
I know, I'm sure it is.
The Alyx Vance must go this way. Anyway.
Okay.
Woo! Oh, he just eats the hearts. Okay.
For as long as we've been making choreographed scenes like this one, we've found that there are two types of players. Those who become engrossed with the characters, and those who tinker with everything around them, paying little attention to the scene's action. To make these environments entertaining for the tinkerers, we usually add objects for them to find and play with. Since this scene is split into two rooms, we were able to add a large number of interactions to this first room for players to discover after the Vortigaunt has moved to the second room. Some interactive objects are pure physically driven toys, like the dangling headcrab corpses and the hanging pans.
I would help. I
Others
really would,
are animations triggered by the
Alyx
player's
Vance is
actions,
honestly
like
very
the way the
busy
caged
taking care of
headcrabs react to the player approaching
not
or
safe.
shooting them. One type of object on the
What?
table is a squeezable headcrab heart, which is a remnant from an older version of this scene, where the player would revive a wounded Vortigaunt by squeezing nectar from these hearts. While that scene didn't work out, we found the experience too compelling and, well,
everything,
too
but
gross to
I
completely
really have
cut
to go.
from the game.
And I'm sorry, but I really don't have time for riddles.
No
The
riddle.
fundamental challenge of any choreographed dramatic scene like this one is making sure that we entertain the player without undermining the delivery of critical gameplay information. In this case, the player needed to leave this scene with the knowledge that the Vortigaunts have been imprisoned and that the player should seek the Northern Star. This particular scene went through many different variations during development, from a cooking scene with an extremely traumatized Vortigaunt to this humorous version. We even experimented with an interaction where the player was required to squeeze the nectar of several headcrab hearts into the Vortigaunt's mouth to revive him. While this was a memorable and novel VR interaction that ensured the player was engaged with the scene, the interactivity on the player's part often resulted in playtesters remembering the actions they took, but not the critical gameplay information. Eventually, we ended up with this more humorous scene, which struck an effective balance between entertainment and goal delivery. Importantly, we also distributed the scene across two separate rooms, breaking the information delivery into two steps. The first room where the player meets and learns about the state of the Vortigaunt, and the second room where the player is given their new goal. Separating these physically into rooms seemed to help players more reliably retain the critical information delivered in the second room. While this scene did undergo a lot of changes, one story beat remained virtually unchanged from the very first roughed-in version. The moment the Vortigaunt tosses a headcrab carcass down to the player and yells, "Sustenance!" Right from the start, this moment always got a great reaction from playtesters and remained all the way to the final product.
I'm gonna save there.